शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
पशुपति नंदन गजानना
पशुपति नंदन गजानना
पशुपति नंदन गजानना
पशुपति नंदन गजानना
परम निरंजन शुभानना
परम निरंजन शुभानना
परम निरंजन शुभानना
परम निरंजन शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
पशुपति नंदन गजानना
पशुपति नंदन गजानना
पशुपति नंदन गजानना
पशुपति नंदन गजानना
परम निरंजन शुभानना
परम निरंजन शुभानना
परम निरंजन शुभानना
परम निरंजन शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गजानना हे शुभानना
गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना
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 गौरी मनोहर प्रिय नंदना हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ।
हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ।
तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा, हर गीत तुझसे।
तू स्वर की देवी, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे।
हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण हमें प्यार दे माँ।
हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ।
मुनियों ने समझे, गुनियों ने जाने, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी।
मुनियों ने समझी,
जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन।
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन।
मंजुल कुंज बिहारी।
मंगल कुंज बिहारी।
बोलो मंजुल कुंज बिहारी।
बोलो मंगल कुंज बिहारी।
जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन।
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन।
मंजुल कुंज बिहारी।
मंगल कुंज बिहारी।
बोलो मंजुल कुंज बिहारी।
बोलो मंगल कुंज बिहारी।
जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन।
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन।
मंजुल कुंज बिहारी।
मंगल कुंज बिहारी।
बोलो मंजुल कुंज बिहारी।
बोलो मंगल कुंज बिहारी।
जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
बोलो गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
बोले श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. We join in this very beautiful bhajan that is dedicated to Shri Krishna Bhagavan as a very young child, that he has performed so many beautiful leelas, so many beautiful activities as that young child, very attractive to our minds. We think of the Lord in this form as we chant unto him. छोटे छोटे गए यार छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटे छोटे गैया
छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल आगे आगे गैया
पीछे पीछे ग्वाल
बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल
बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
काली काली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल
काले काले गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल
श्याम बरन मेरो मदन गोपाल
श्याम बदन मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन बाल
छोटे छोटे सखिया मधुबन बाल
रास रचावे मेरो मदन गोपाल
रास रचावे मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटे छोटे गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल
छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
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 बोल वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. This morning, devotees, I'd like to extend cordial welcome to all of you who are present physically and those who are joining us online as we engage in our Sunday morning devotion once more. This weekend is a special weekend, holiday weekend in Canada, Ontario, I think in particular. It's a family day weekend. So, yes, we have a holiday tomorrow for Family Day. Those who are joining us, from different areas, we welcome all of you to join with us this morning as we continue our spiritual journey, our spiritual evolution. When we come to the mandir, it's important to realize that this is the time that we have chosen to take for ourselves. We have chosen to make the sacrifice. And it is a sacrifice, and we do recognize that it is a sacrifice that we will wake up early in the morning and we will take our shower. Some people will eat, some people will not eat. And they will make that journey. Make that journey, leave your home and come to the mandir. Yes, it is a sacrifice, and of course, each and every activity, each and every effort that we make in life is rewarded, or if it's a negative effort, it will be penalized. Right? So, we make efforts to do things in a positive way, And also it takes effort to do things in a negative way, isn't it? If we do something negative, doesn't it cost us some time? Doesn't it cost us some energy to do something negative? So, regardless of what type of activity we perform, we are either rewarded or penalized for such activities. So this morning we have chosen to make this effort to be here in the mandir. So then when we reach to the mandir, what should we do? When we reach to the mandir, when we reach in the mandir, should we engage in the same sort of thinking that we engage in at home? Should we have the same thoughts that we do at home? Well, if we think at home as we do in the mandir, then yes. If we think in the workplace as we do in the mandir, then yes. But the mandir is supposed to give us a change of scenery. It's supposed to give us a different experience, that when we come to the mandir, that we take our minds away. We take our minds away, you know. You think about when you're home and you go to the mailbox and you see the bills come. And what goes through the mind at that point? We don't want those thoughts in the mandir. We want to get away from those thoughts. We don't want to think about, oh, the next mortgage payment is coming up. We don't want to think about all of these things whilst we are at the mandir, because this is supposed to be our getaway. Our escape from the everyday. Our escape from the ordinary. Our escape from the material. This is what it's supposed to be. So this morning, devotees, remind ourselves. Every thought is said to be an action. And of course, every physical activity is an action. So remind ourselves this morning about the kahani, the story of our activities. Remind ourselves of the importance of doing what is correct, doing what is right, that will lead us to higher and higher states of peacefulness and happiness. Bhajan says, Tere karma kahani, tere atma bhi jani, परमात्मा भी जाने तेरे कर्म कहानी, तेरे आत्मा भी जाने,
परमात्मा भी जाने,
तेरे कर्म कहानी, तेरे आत्मा भी जाने, परमात्मा भी जाने, तेरे
कर्म कहानी तेरे आत्मा भी जाने, परमात्मा भी जाने,
कहा छुपेगा रे प्राणी, प्राणी रे, प्राणी रे, कहा छुपेगा रे प्राणी, तेरे आत्मा भी जानी, परमात्मा भी जानी, तेरे कर्म कहानी, तेरे आत्मा भी जानी,
परमात्मा भी जाने,
कितने ही पर्दों में पाप कमाए तो, कितने ही जतनों से भेद छुपाए तो, कितने ही पर्दों में पाप कमाए तो, कितने ही जतनों से भेद छुपाए तो, भले बुरे की कहानी प्राणी रे, प्राणी रे, भले बुरे की कहानी, तेरे आत्मा भी जानी, परमात्मा भी जानी, तेरे कर्म कहानी, तेरे आत्मा भी जानी,
परमात्मा भी जाने,
तेरे कर्म कहानी, तेरे आत्मा भी जानी,
परमात्मा भी जाने,
प्रभु के द्वारे तेरा आना ही बहुत है, बोल के न बोल पछताना ही बहुत है। प्रभु के द्वारे तेरा आना ही बहुत है, बोल के न बोल पछताना ही बहुत है। जो है विपदा सुनानी प्राणी रे प्राणी रे, जो है विपदा सुनानी तेरे आत्मा भी जानी, परमात्मा भी जानी तेरे कर्म कहानी, तेरे आत्मा भी जानी,
परमात्मा भी जाने
तेरे कर्म कहानी, तेरे आत्मा भी जानी, परमात्मा भी जानी, परमात्मा भी जानी, परमात्मा भी जानी। बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Bhajan tells us, तेरे कर्म कहानी, that the story of your activities, who knows? तेरी आत्मा भी जानी, that your atma, which is loosely described as the soul, your soul knows the story of your activities. How many people could hide from the self? Can we hide from ourselves? We could try. We'll be like the ostrich, you know. The ostrich stick his head in the dirt and feel that nobody could see him. We can try to hide from ourselves, but we cannot be successful at this. So, teri atma bhi jani, that your soul, your atma understands the story of your activity, and also Paramatma bhi jani, Supreme Atma, the Supreme Lord also knows the story of our activities. So we cannot hide, devotees. We cannot hide. You know, sometimes in life, if you see somebody speaking to themselves, don't think they're mad, you know. Don't think they're mad. Because we should speak to ourselves, maybe not loudly, but we should speak to ourselves to ask ourselves, you know, specific questions, or sometimes some very pointed questions, reflections, you know, questions of reflection, questions of analysis. We should ask ourselves from time to time. So, you know, if you see somebody talking to themselves, you know, you're walking down the road, you see Nathan and he's talking to himself, that's okay. Maybe he's doing some self-analysis at that point. Maybe he's doing some reflection at that point. That's okay. We do not assume that they're mad. You know, before the days of technology, we had these AirPods and all these kind of things people put in the ears, right? And they're talking. You know, you see them talking, but they ain't talking to nobody. You see somebody sit down in the car and they're talking away. You don't know if they're having a conversation with somebody else on Bluetooth or whatever it is. You understand, devotees? So, when we speak to ourselves, we give ourselves a chance. We give ourselves a chance to analyze our activities, analyze the story of our life as it stands now. And you know what the good thing is about that, devotees? Because each and every one of us who are here, our eyes open this morning. Our eyes open this morning, we're vertical, as we would say. We're all vertical, we all have life. And when there's life, devotees, there is opportunity. There's opportunity. Many times, you know, we have to remind ourselves of this fact. Because many times we will get stuck in a rut. And we will only think, what is wrong in life? What is wrong in my life? And we only obsess over what is wrong and what is not correct. And we fail to realize, recognize, how many blessings are there? How many blessings are there that cause me to be who I am today? This is something important, devotees, something very important. So at this time, I ask that we clasp our hands for a few moments, we close our eyes, we bow our heads as we engage in a few shlokas of praise, supplication at the feet of Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram as we prepare to read from Shri Ramcharitamanas. We all pray together. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Aim Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charana Kamale Bhyo Namo Namaha. Ramaya Ram Bhadraya Ramchandraya Vedase Raghunathay Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Neelam Bhuj Shamal Komalangam Sita Samaropit Vam Bhagam Pano Mahasayak Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. He Ram Purushottam Narhare Narayan Keshava Govinda Garuda Dhwaja Gunanidhi Damodar Madhava. He Krishna Kamalapate Yadupate Sitapate Shripate Vaikuntha Adipate Characharpate Lakshmipate Pahima. Ado Ramata Povanadi Gamanam Hatva Mrigam Kanchanam Vaidehi Haranam Jatayu Maranam Sugreva Sambhashanam Bali Nigrahanam Samudra Taranam Lankapuri Dahanam Paschat Ravan Kumbhakarna Haranam Etadhi Ramayanam Etadhi Ramayanam. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram, Bolo Jai Siya Ram,
Jai Jai Siya Ram.
As we engage in this simple kirtan, devotees, if our eyes do not need to be open at this time, let us close them. Let us shut out all material thoughts, activities, and let us focus upon that divine. Let us focus upon that divine form of Maryada Purushottam Prabhu Shri Ram, Sita Mata, as we sing their glories most beautifully with love, devotion. Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram, Bolo
Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram.
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 Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram, Bolo
Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram.
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 Jai
जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
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 जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. So we'll continue this morning, devotees, from where we left off last week in Sri Ramcharitamanas, where Garudaji is saying onto Kakbasundaji, after receiving beautiful katha, after receiving the wonderful words of knowledge from the mouth of Kakbasundaji that removed his difficulties, his problems, his doubts. In life, devotees, it's tough to go through life because life presents each person their unique challenges. Each person. When we look upon life, we see life in a unique way. Each person. You know, if we all stand here and we look out the window, and I were to ask each person individually after, what did you see? Everybody will present to me a unique perspective on what they saw, what they perceived as they looked through the window. Because we all see these things through our own framework of understanding. Our framework of understanding. So those, who find it necessary to make the time to pray, it means that it's within your framework of understanding that gives this some level of importance. If we didn't find that importance in praying, then we would not make the effort. We would not make the effort. It's the same thing as, if a child is growing up and the parent will instill in that child the importance of having an academic education. Right? How many parents had that struggle with their children? When they're small and growing up, you have to encourage them, no? Make sure you do your homework, make sure you get your stuff done on time, etc. Right? Every parent has that struggle, I believe. If there's any parent here who didn't have that struggle, can let me know. Right? But we instill in the children the importance of having that education. But does every child become successful in that pursuit of academic education? Does every child listen to the parent when you are giving that advice to the child? Do you understand what I'm saying, devotees? So if it does not resonate with us, if it doesn't fit within our framework of understanding, then it's very hard for us to conceptualize and accept it as something that is good for us. It's the same thing as if we go to the doctor. Doctor says, Panditji, you have problem. I need you to do so and so and so. But if I don't accept that information as something that's beneficial to me, would I want to practice it? No. I would not want to practice it. So in the same way, devotees, when we listen to the words of our scriptures. And perhaps, if it doesn't resonate within our framework of understanding, then we go away and say, Pandit talking nonsense. Pandit not making any sense today. You understand what I mean? If it does not resonate with our level of understanding, then, if we are not seeing the sense, and I encourage devotees, if at any point in time you hear me saying something and you do not understand, or maybe you do not agree with what I'm saying, please feel free. Let us have a conversation. Let us have a conversation one-on-one, not while program is going on, right? We must maintain some kind of decorum and etiquette, right? So if there's something that I said that you do not agree with, please feel free. Who am I? I am not perfect. I am not perfect. Sri Ram said it to all the people of Ayodhya. He said, if I say anything that seems to be improper, please feel free to check me, to let me know. None of us are infallible. None of us are, immune to making mistakes and having faults. But devotees, once we are talking from the scriptures, we try to tap into that higher power that allows us to say what is correct. And if at any point you find that, something is not resonating with me, something is not making sense to me, please feel free. Let us have a conversation. Because I do not want you to go away with doubts and questions. That's the worst thing that can happen. Because then we all, we will lose that interest in what we are supposed to do. So here, Garudaji has received beautiful knowledge. And, he is praising Kagbhusundaji. And we'll hear further what happens in this Doha. प्रभु अपने अविवेक ते बोझाओ स्वामी को हे बोझाओ स्वामी को हे कृपा से हो सादर कहो जाने दास निज मोहि सिया पति राम चंद्र जी की जय शरणम। Garudaji is continuing to speak to Kagbhusundaji. Says, Prabhu apane abhivek ke bujhao swami tohi. He says, due to my avivek, so we've heard the word vivek before. We may know some people whose name is Vivek. What does vivek mean? Devesh, what does vivek mean? Don't know? Anybody knows? What does the word vivek mean? Sorry? Justice? No. Vivek means the power of discrimination. Power of discrimination, power to choose what is correct over what is incorrect, etc. So he says, Prabhu apne avivek te, that due to my lack of discrimination, lack of discernment, he says, Bujhau Swami Tohi, that I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask you a question, O Lord. Kripa Sindhu Sadar Kahu, Jani Das Nijamohi. Please answer this question, O ocean of compassion, regarding me to be a dasya, a servant of yours. Boli Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. So you understand, devotees, when we ask a question for the purpose of learning, because we do not know. Because we do not know. I remember many, many years ago, I don't know if Shamala might remember this incident. I traveled to New York to perform puja. And during the puja time, we were having little discourse, little pravachan, as we would say. And, I was asking few little questions here and there. Simple questions, 4 principles of Sanatana Dharma. I think everybody here should know that. 4 principles of Sanatana Dharma. I was asking the 4 stages of life, the 4 phal, the 4 fruits of human existence. So simple things, simple knowledge that, every Sanatanist Hindu should know. And there's a gentleman who was in the congregation at that time, and he looked at me and he said, Baba, you asking we so much question, careful, we ask you any question too. So I said, Uncle Ji, it's fine if you ask me questions for the purpose of learning. But if you want to ask me question to find out how much I know, please don't ask. Please don't ask. The man got vexed. The man got upset. Little did I know that this person is to read Ramayana and so on. But devotees, if I ask a question, it's not to test the knowledge. It's not to test the knowledge of a person, but it's to awaken a consciousness that maybe if I didn't know, maybe I should make an effort to learn. We ask a question, devotees, with the purpose of gaining knowledge. The purpose of gaining knowledge. It is said, that when we open our mouth to speak, we are only, bringing out what we already know. But if we open our ears to listen, there's a chance that we might learn something new. So the listening is more powerful than the speaking. Which means that all of you who are listening to me, very blessed, more blessed than me. More blessed than me because you are having this opportunity to learn something. And devotees, here, Garudaji is saying to Kakbusundaji these wonderful words. And what happened? Let us hear. सर्वाज्ञ तम पारा सुमति सुशील सरल आचारा बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ज्ञान बिरते विज्ञान निवासा श्री राम जय राम रघुनायक के तुम प्रियदासा बोलो श्री राम जय राम everyone श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम रघुपति राघव गरुड़ जी is speaking to Kagbasundar ji, says, Tum sarvagya tagya tampara sumati sushila sarala achara. He says that you are omniscient, sarvagya, that you see all. You see all. That he is very knowledgeable, he is knowing everything. Tagya, that you know the essence of existence, the essence of life. Many of us devotees, because we are not sure about the essence of life, but the purpose of life, we simply go through the motions. We simply go through the motions of life every day. Think of the activity that we perform every day. What do we perform every day, devotees? You wake up in the morning. Devesh? Wake up in the morning, what happens? We're busy, right? Because we're late probably. Probably wake up late, right? So run in the bathroom quick, brush your teeth, comb your hair. Hopefully we have time for shower. Right? Then we rush off to school or we rush off to work. And then what happens? You get caught up in that activity. Reach home. We have homework to do. We have other chores to do, etc. Before you know it, nighttime reach. We don't get time to play a game self. So we say, okay, well, let me play a game. So we watch some TV. And what happened? Go to sleep, and next morning we wake up and same story. Same story. Do we make the time, devotees? Do we make the time to understand the essence of life, that we're just going through the motions each day as it comes to us? To understand that, yes, I'm going to school, there's a purpose for that. Yes, I have my household chores, there's a purpose for that. How many children here have a household chore to do? Children? How many children here have a household chore to do when they wake up in the morning? When I was growing up, we used to have to go to school for 8 o'clock in the morning. You have to reach the school for 8 o'clock in the morning. You get up in the morning, you have a chore to do. You have something to do before you go to school. You don't just get up and jump in some clothes, sometimes not even change your pajamas, and you're going to school. I'm taken aback. Many times I'm dropping Karishma to school, when I used to drop Akshara and Sriyupta to school, to see children in high school coming to school in a pajama pants in the middle of winter and what is called slides, slippers in the foot and socks. Taken aback, devotees, to see this. This is called the modern era. That is called the modern era. Not modern, it's modern. More than, we ain't going to discuss what that means, more than what. You understand, devotees? But the essence of life is for us to really understand what is there beyond the everyday activities. That how many times we take that time to chant Bhagwan's name, even while we're going on the bus. While we're going on the bus, we have the AirPods inside. What we listening to? What we listening to? Who is the most famous one these days? Taylor Swift. Huh? What we listening to, devotees? We listening to some bhajans, hopefully. Hopefully you listen to some bhajans, some mantras to uplift ourselves. Umar ka panchi urta jata क्यों प्राणी प्रभु नाम न गाता रे. Bhajan is saying, devotees, that the bird that is alive will naturally tend to fly, will want to fly. क्यों प्राणी प्रभु नाम न गाता रे. That those of us who are alive, our bodies contains life in it. We have that pran in us. We are called prani. It says, क्यों प्राणी. Why, O person who are alive, Prabhu Naam na gata re? Why are we not chanting the name of Bhagwan? Why are we not chanting the name of Bhagwan? Why are we not taking that time to pray, devotees? Umar ka panche urta jata kyun prani Prabhu naam na gata re. का पंछी
उड़ता जाता क्यों प्राणी प्रभु नाम न गाता रे.
उमर का पंछी उड़ता जाता रे. किसे पता है कल क्या होगा, पता नहीं किस पल क्या होगा. किसे पता है कल क्या होगा, पता नहीं किस पल क्या होगा. काल चक्र चलता मद माता क्यों प्राणी प्रभु नाम में गाता रे. उमर का पंछी उड़ता जाता क्यों प्राणी प्रभु
नाम न गाता रे.
उमर का पंछी उड़ता जाता रे. आज कहे कल नाम रटूंगा, कल आए फिर कल जप लूंगा. आज कहे कल नाम रटूंगा, कल आए फिर कल जप लूंगा. बीता कल कभी लौट न आता क्यों प्राणी प्रभु
नाम न गाता रे.
उमर का पंछी उड़ता जाता क्यों प्राणी प्रभु नामन गाता रे उमरत पंछी उड़ता जाता रे उमरत पंछी उड़ता जाता रे। बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। क्यों प्राणी प्रभु नाम न गाता रे? It is a question that we should ask ourselves every day. That if I'm alive, why am I not chanting Bhagwan's name? Why am I not chanting? Why am I not taking that time to chant Bhagwan's name? Bhajan tells us, Aaj kahe kal naam ratunga, that we'll all make up our minds from time to time that yes, I need to make change, I need to start to pray regularly. And we'll all say that to ourselves, right? And we will make promise to ourselves, tomorrow I will start. Tomorrow I will start. Tomorrow I will make sure and get up early and do what I have to do. I'll make that time to pray. Then what happens, devotees? Kal aaye. What happens? Tomorrow comes. What happens? Oh, I didn't hear my alarm. Some people just tell me they set 4 alarms. And 4 alarms came and went and still don't wake up. 4 alarms have passed, still didn't wake up. Tamogun too strong. The mode of tamas is too strong, devotees, in our lives. So strong in our lives, can't wake up. Take that time to pray. So kal aaye, tomorrow comes, still too late. No time. So then we say kal aaye, when tomorrow comes, say tomorrow again. Phir kal japalunga. That tomorrow again we'll do it. Not realizing, devotees, we'll say this and say this and say this until, reach 50 years, 60 years, and realize how much time we waste. How much time did we waste in life? Running after frivolous and superficial things. We ask ourselves, devotees, how many times in our life we try to manufacture happiness from certain things? We try to bring happiness from things that have no happiness in it. Do you understand? I always use the example of my bell. I shouldn't say mine. This bell. I use the example of this bell. This bell is a material thing, right? It's made out of brass. It's very nice. So I ask devotees all the time, I say, if happiness was in material things, then happiness should be in this bell, right? Because this bell is material. Is that the reason? It sounds logical, right? Happiness must be in this bell. So then if happiness is in this bell, I should be able to give this bell to Divya. I should be able to give this bell to Nathan, Arvir, anybody here, and it will make you happy, isn't it? If the happiness was in this, and I give it to you, then you should become happy. Is that logical? Do we follow that trend of thought? But not everybody I give the bell to will make them happy. Makes me happy, yes. Not everybody I give the bell to, it will make them happy. So the happiness is not in the bell, devotees. The happiness is not in any material object. It's how we perceive that material object that brings the happiness or brings the unhappiness. As we say, devotees, you can't squeeze a stone and get water. No matter how hard you try. You take a stone and squeeze it as hard as you can and see if you'll get water or milk from it. In the same way, devotees, the happiness is not in any material thing. The happiness is where? Where do you find the happiness? inside of us. Inside of us is the happiness. So then, what are we running around looking here and there and everywhere? What are we doing? It's simply called wasting time, devotees. Simply called wasting time. And you know the thing is, it has been done before. Many people have done the same thing before. They still didn't get happiness. And we still aren't learning from their experience. We still not learning because we want to see too now. We want to see, you know, if I go to Calvin Klein or Gap or one of them places and I buy all the clothes, see if it will give me happiness. Somebody did that already. Somebody did that, you could ask them. If they get happiness from that clothes, or they get happiness from that material object, devotees, it's been done. It's been done. So why don't we try something different? The essence of life, devotees. Here it is that Kakbu Sundarji is being referred to that as that person who knows the essence of existence, the essence of life. He says that you are beyond the darkness of delusion, that Maya doesn't affect you. You are intelligent. You are intelligent. You are friendly. You are straightforward in your dealings. These are qualities, devotees, very important for us to have. Very important for us to have. We are all intelligent. Everybody is intelligent. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not intelligent, because you are. It's just sometimes we don't use it. Just sometimes we don't use it. But we are intelligent. We all have intellect. Everybody here has intellect. You understand, devotees? You remember the story of the guy? And he went and he bought a nice car. He bought this nice car, right? Paid about $25,000. It's back in the day. $25,000 he paid for this car. And bring the car home, and he built a garage for the car. Very nice, you know, make sure the car is protected. And every morning he get up and he will wash the car, shine it up, take real good care of it. But you know what? He never drive it. He never drive it. So what use is the car to him? You understand, devotees? If we have this intellectual capabilities but we never access it, yes, we are intelligent, but we must use that intelligence for the right purpose. We must be friendly also, no? Don't gruff up your face and watch people. Serious, why? What is that bringing us, devotees? What is that bringing us? You gruff up your face and you watch somebody, you know, you're making somebody else unhappy. For what purpose? Be friendly, be nice, smile with others. Smile with others. Make them feel good and be straightforward. Straightforward, don't try to fool nobody. Don't try to fool anyone, devotees. He says, O Kakbu Sundarji, you are storehouse of knowledge, storehouse of wisdom. You are storehouse of dispassion, spiritual intuition. And he says, above all, Raghunayak ke tumh priyadasa, that you are a beloved servant of Prabhu Shri Ram. Boli Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. And devotees, this last chaupai that we'll do this morning, we'll hear what Garudaji continues to say. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Everyone. देह यह पाए तात सकल मोहे कहु बुझाए। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम।
रामचरित सर सुंदर स्वामी आए हूँ कहु नभ गाने। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
जय जय राम जय श्री राम जय जय राम। So here Guruji is saying all these wonderful words to Kakbasunaji, continues to say Karana Kavana Deha Yah Pai Tat Sakal Mohi Kahahu Bujhai. He says, even though you possess all these wonderful qualities, you are what they call Jivan Mukta, a self-realized soul. He says, how come you have the form of a crow, a vulture? Boli Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Even though he has all of this, but he maintains the form of a crow. Kakbasundaji, Kag. This is why he's called this. That he's in the form of a crow. He says, please explain all this to me in full, O Lord. Ramcharit Sar Sundar Swami. Where have you learned this Ramcharit about the Katha of the Lord? Paayehu kaha kahu nabhagami. He says, please explain all of this. Please explain all of this to me, O Lord. So, Garudaji is asking these wonderful questions of Kakbasundaji now because of a desire to learn. Desire to learn. Remember why he went in the first place? Why he went to Kakbasundaji in the first place? Because he was distressed. He was distressed. He was in problems. He had doubts. He had difficulties. And sitting at the feet of Kakbasundaji, this was removed. Now when the distress is removed, when the problems are removed, now the desire to uplift comes. The desire to uplift comes. The desire to improve comes. When we are suffering, devotees, we have time to think about upliftment at that time because we're too busy with the problems. Do we understand this? But is there any time that there's absence of problems? Is there any time that there's no problem? Problems will always be there. Difficulties will always be there. Now it depends on how we handle them. It will determine our outlook and our understanding of what is facing us in life. Now once we can have that true understanding of the experiences of life, then that desire to be uplifted comes. The desire to improve comes. Other than that, devotees will spend our life obsessing over difficulties and problems that we have, that presents itself to us. It's a wonderful lesson, a wonderful teaching, devotees, that we must overcome. We must overcome these feelings of being less than the problem. We cannot be less than the problem, devotees. We have to become more than the problem. Hanumanji teaches us this, not so? Hanumanji teaches us this, that we must become twice as large as the problem, twice as big as the problem. When Sursa Mata went and saw Lord Hanuman leaping across the ocean, flying across the ocean, and she was sent to test him. She was sent to test him. And she said, I am going to eat you. And Hanumanji said, I have a mission to accomplish. Let me go and accomplish the mission. I'll come back. I will gladly become your food. And she said, no, you're not getting away so easy. So he said, well, if you don't want me to go, then you try and swallow me then. And no matter how big Sursa Mata opened her mouth, Hanumanji became twice as big. Twice as big. So it shows us, devotees, that if we do not become bigger than our problems will swallow us. Our problems will destroy us. So we always should recognize that we are more powerful. We are better than whatever negative experiences that life can present us. Boli Shri Ram Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. So devotees, we will continue again our Katha in next week's service from pages of Sri Ramcharitamanas. At this time, we will engage in our final arti. So those who are desirous of performing arti, we will have some extra thalis prepared. Please feel free to come forward after our principal devotee has completed her arti. So it's very nice, that I do not have to ask devotees to stand for the arti. Everybody understands that. Om Sajan Chavarti Sanyuktam Vahanina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihan Devesh Trailokyam Timiralpaham Arati Shri Ramayan Ji Ki Kirati Kalita Lalita Seya Ki Arati Shri Brahma Dika Moni Narada Valmiki Vijnana Visharada Sanakari Shesha Arusharada Marani Pavan Sut Kirati Ki Arati Shri Ramayan Ji Ki शाहो शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस
साहु शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन
को सरवस सार अंश सम्मत सब ही के आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित कलित सियापी की
भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित सिया की
गावत संतत शंभो भवानी
गावत संतत शंभो भवानी
अरुघत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी
घट संभव मुनि ज्ञानी
व्यास आदि कवि बर जब खानी काग सुंदे गरुड़ के ही के आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीरति कलित सिया की भारती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित सिया की
कलिमल हारानी विषय रस पी के
कलिमल हारने विषय रस पीके
सुभग श्रृंगार मोकी युवती के
भगत श्रृंगार युवती
दलन रोग भव मूढ़ियमी के तात मात सब विधि तुलसी के आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित कलित सियापी की आरती श्री रामायण बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन बंदो चरण बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन जिनके कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति
जिनकी कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति
पावत जन भक्तन उर चंदन पावत जन बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन बंदो चरण अवधपुरे प्रभु नित्य विराजत अवधपुरे
प्रभु नित्य विराजत
जनक सुतायुत दुष्ट निकंदन जनक सुतायुत
दुष्ट निकंदन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन बंदो चरण कमल तीन ताप और जन्म मरण भये तीन ताप और जन्म मरण भये तीन ताप दूर करत क्षण में जन रंजन दूर करत क्षण में जन रंजन बंदो शरण कमल रघुनंदन बंदो शरण कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन बंदो शरण कमल रघुनंदन बंदो शरण कमल रघुनंदन बोली श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. So at this time, devotees, may we all clasp our hands, we close our eyes, we bow our heads as we engage in our final prarthana. We humbly show gratitude, appreciation for that all merciful Lord for giving us that energy and enthusiasm, encouragement to make our presence here at the mandir, to be here present. To those who are joining online also for making that time to join with us in devotion. We humbly ask that Lord to continue to shower us with His grace and His blessings, to give us that guidance in life so that we can all achieve greater and higher levels of spirituality, of peace, happiness and contentment. We all pray together. Hare Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janadanam Yat Pujitam Maya Devam Paripuranam Tarastu May Avahanam न जानami Visarjanam Pujam Chaiva न जानami Shamyatam Parameshwaram Tvameva Mata Shapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Shasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritam Gamaya He Sarva Shaktiman Sachidanand Nirakar Nirvikar Sarvadhar Sarveshwar Sarvavyapak Antaryami Ajar Amar Nitya Pavitra Shrishti Karta ko बारंबार नमस्कार है. हे परमात्मा भविष्य वर्तमान दुखियों का कष्ट हरण करके सुबुद्धि को प्रकाश करके जिससे सबका मंगल होए. ओम शांति 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 हरे ओम. We all join in this very simple kirtan, devotees, as we ask that Lord Shri Krishna Bhagavan to dance in our hearts, to dance in our minds, removing all negativity, removing all distresses, problems, and replacing it with our supreme level of happiness and contentment. गोपाल गोपाल नाचो गोपाला
गोपाल गोपाल नाचो गोपाला
गोपाल गोपाल नाचो गोपाला
गोपाल गोपाल नाचो गोपाला
नाचो नचो जय नंद लाला
नाचो नाचो जय नंदलाला
नाचो नचो जय नंद लाला
नाचो नाचो जय नंदलाला
रुम झुम नाचो गोपाला
झुम झुम नाचो गोपाला
हे रुम झुम नाचो गोपाला
झुम झुम नाचो गोपाला
जय नाचो गोपाला
नाचो गोपाला
जय नाचो गोपाला
नाचो गोपाला
नाचो नचो जय नंद लाला
नाचो नाचो जय नंदलाला
नाचो नचो जय नंद लाला
नाचो नाचो जय नंदलाला
गोपाल गोपाल नाचो गोपाला
गोपाल गोपाल नाचो गोपाला
गोपाल गोपाल नाचो गोपाला
गोपाल गोपाल नाचो गोपाला
नाचो नचो जय नंद लाला
नाचो नाचो जय नंदलाला
नाचो नचो जय नंद लाला
नाचो नाचो
जय
जय
नंद लाला नाचो नचो जय नंद लाला नाचो नचो जय नंद लाला बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान के जय उमापति महादेव के जय पवन सुत हनुमान के जय वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र के जय और ऐसा जगन्नाथ के जय बोलो रे भाई सब संतन के जय सियापति रामचंद्र के जय बोलो सत्य सनातन धर्म के जय 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 सीताराम आसन लीजिए प्लीज हैव योर सीट्स So next week, please do not forget that we will be having our second food box sale of this year. And also it will be our monthly Ganeshji Puja taking place next Sunday morning. So those who would like to make offerings to Lord Ganesha, the opportunity will be there for any devotee who would like to make offerings to Lord Ganesh. And going into March, do not forget that March 8th will be Mahashivratri. So, upon discussion with some devotees, I am proposing that we start puja, opening prarthana and so on at 8:30 here at the mandir, and first prahar at 9 p.m. So all devotees will be given opportunity to offer at that time. And then, of course, 12 o'clock prahar. And if we are extending, we will do until the 3 o'clock prahar. And then we will close off, due to trying to make sure that everyone's okay and not overextending themselves in terms of health, right? So we have to be mindful of this as well. So devotees are welcome to stay with us, for the entirety of the time, or stay for 1 prahar, 2 prahar, however much you would like to stay and devote to Shiv Shankar Bhagavan on that night of auspiciousness, that night of Lord Shiva. So that is March 8th into the Saturday morning, which is the March 9th. And then our Navratri Yagya will begin on April the 9th, and that will go on to April the 16th, Hanuman Jayanti on April 23rd. Correct? 23rd. So all of these programs are coming up, so please keep joining with us as we continue our devotions to the Lord, bringing greater and greater awareness of our spirituality. So until next Sunday, Jai Jai, Sitaram.